Hey, Fambulem, the world all left now we hand. Let we pray for we sweet, sweet Salone, particularly this time. We all go agree this, regardless of whose political party you did support. The pandemic, not to Koidu, this na Salone pandemic. When a Kush, let we not tire. And I'm so glad we in a VOS, we don't be champion, specifically Matilda, Sister Matilda be don't be champion for push the fight against Kush go before. Fambulem, for the people who will join for the first time, my name is Abdul Karim Kagbo, I'm based in Canada, and the two they put food on my table. I'm an economist by profession. Last week, unfortunately, I not really feel well, and I'm so glad that my throat don't clear somehow. And on a nothing at the time of year, the season, where people in the get fresh cool and can cause situation where their voice not can too clear and all that. So now dan they be or arrest me. But I'm so glad that I not be and I'll be 2 weeks in a row. My apologies for that. And I know say I don't miss beaucoup things them. However, I want to say special thank you to we presenters them, Matilda, J. Cole, Lawyer Shilon, and Engineer Mengot, where they're all on my behalf, where may not be get the show, but yet I see them do shows them where people really feel engaged. And I want to say beaucoup thank you to una all, where they follow VOS. So Fambulem, as I can always say, anything we they do, as long as not legitimate business, me Fambulem, not enough will make you shy, like you feel bad for that. No, you always for be proud because at that particular job day you depend on for take care of your family and for make sure say you know disgrace your family no disgrace. So Fambulem, again, without any surprise, I believe say una no go surprise because most of the news outlet now Kush people and they talk about drugs in general, but Kush in particular. I go talk about that, but I want for force remind una of say the phone lines them because we don't want for delay. Let we open it right away. So well the phone line, and then from time time to time I will read una comment them, and particularly the one that we don't join right away. And I want for say plenty thank you to una for way una they come every week when they talk about Woman Salone. And my brothers and sisters, them this not anything for say, oh, we not get all that work them for do and all that. No, we get plenty work them for do. And plenty of we very busy at them place here, but still we're not busy for talk about things them way they affect we country when I'm Mama Salone. So all the people them way they engage now social media and all the other avenues them medium where people and they reach out and therefore sensitize the vulnerable people them na Salone. I want for say kudos and I want for dedicate this particular program tonight to them people and they, because we don't they see yes the revolution very slow. Again, we talk about revolution. I know say the first thing we go come na mind NPRC, but then disappoint we. But this, I mean, like change, a sweeping change. It's slow, but yet we they see progress. We they see how social media they put pressure on the administration them, like when I say administration them, including the local governments. Because we see FCC, we're in a Freetown City Council, then SEF, people in our social media, like especially if he dirty they somewhere, and if they not do their work right, we they see people and they blast for them on social media. So that's very good. And of course, the central government, then they feel the heat heavily because of that then supposed to be the papa and the mama for that country day, or for every citizen in that country day, particularly me brothers and sisters, then we live there. We self can affect we though, because as I can always say, Salone now they them bear we navel. And that means we get something we plant there. And no matter what, of course now the way to people and say, no matter who's riches and whatnot, no place like home. And indeed, then I definitely go say for San too, because no matter how comfortable you be now, and no matter how poor the country where you come out, who say you born, the country where you born, it will always be that place where you the desire for go. It's just unfortunate that then terrible people there when are the politicians them, they don't the nyaka Salone, but let we not give up. Because Salone, not to the one going get Salone. Salone are for we all. So we not forgive up. Fambulem, for una way one for call, and I go definitely encourage you now. Una cable reach we now WhatsApp, and the WhatsApp line they open right away. So we're not going to spend much time for delay. So waiting at the number for reach we per WhatsApp. Now +1 343 997 5828 +1 343 997 5828. And we also get with VOS radio station we na FM 91.9 na Salone, and radio station they something in the not can come on because of several logistics, but for the most part anytime they come on I will encourage you now for like tune in. And one way for the people that were in the diaspora, we're based in the diaspora, the way where you can able to get the VOS radio station, them programs them, you just need for go now the Google Play Store if you use Android. So just go now the Google Play Store and type VOS television. And when you type now we are the only VOS television now Google Play Store and Apple App Store. So just type VOS television, you will get the link for download, and then you go for download we app. And that mobile app it get a lot of things them, as soon as I can see the icons them, it get boku goodies them where I believe say una go benefit from. And from time to time we can play sports programs them where we not can they on live. So for sport fans them, that's another way for le unable enjoy the VOS platform. So fambul them again for the people and we just join we. I want to say welcome and boku thank you. And for brothers and sisters them we I will say that the VOS family members them, core family members, not to say we discriminate now, but at the same time we want for really recognize the people and we every week, every program na VOS they ready for support. So me fambulem we basically they broadcast on VOS when on YouTube, where if you go na YouTube and just type VOS television, you go able get we. And then if you go na Facebook, just type VOS television, you go able get we. Na X, former Twitter, VOS television, you go get we. And we get we VOS website as well. If you type www.vostelevision.com, you go able for see me live na the program. I mean the WhatsApp. Sorry, the website. And then we get a radio website as well, where they you will see me, but you will hear me. And that website's there, www.vosradio.com. So in addition to all this, we VOS mobile app where you just need for type VOS television, either on a Google Play Store or Apple App Store. You go for reach we live and direct. As like you always say, corporate responsibility. So me fambulem, we get a corporate responsibility in a VOS where we self even though VOS no they make that kind of money, but still we recognize the fact, say, if we able do them, let we do them. So I want to say boku boku thank you to the people that we don't donate already. So if again, for people who are not familiar, now VOS Diaspora Helping Hands. So this is a non-profit organization. We no get no intention for make profit. As a matter of fact, we they even pull out of we coffer for make sure say this program go before. And we just don't complete the process for accept applications. And we dey try now for go through the applications they will receive, and we will shortlist them, and we will send the shortlist to the donors them, and NSF go look through them and with whatever recommendation, and then we go further shortlist, and then the people and the students them or candidates them we qualify. For now, we will probably try for minimize the intake because this is not long, I will say, commitment. So given the economic situation at the world, and I know say some people they don't take small, they don't donate, especially with regular donors them. But still, we go encourage you now, dear, let me not relent. We know say Tintranga everywhere, not to just Salone, but even at the diaspora. Things then Tranga. So we go encourage you now for like on continue for donate. And I want to say to the recent donors then specific thank you, especially to my brother Ibrahim Mansari. Brother Mansari, thank you. And also somebody we I will say now exemplary citizen we na brother Tamba Momo. We inconsistently every month they donate because he even make within and call auto charge. So we every month a specific time or specific date we automatically the amount that they come out from your account. So for like a do that, I want for continue for say boku boku thank you to we brother Tamba Musa. Thank you so much, Brother Tamba Musa, for all the donation, the generosity, and again, all the people that we don't donate. We don't say no easy. We're dear on an relent, and let we continue for champion this particular program go before. So when we reach to that level, I go make una know. And again, one for say boku boku thank you to all we brothers and sisters that we don't donate. And as soon as I can see, and the latest one we in our brother Ibrahim, an update them yet, but I get the alert. So I for say boku boku thank you to brother Ibrahim Mansari. And when I see, he don't donate multiple times. And one for say boku boku thank you to him as well. And all the people that we don't donate in the past. So dear, again, we want to encourage you now for long and continue for donate. So what we will do, we will try for remind you now of the cause we VOS or the thing we VOS they try for champion through with diaspora helping hand. So I will come right back. Let we hear that promotion day and let maybe as a reminder for let una give something we will boost this program go before. Una thank you. Una no go no side. I will come right back, and then I will recognize the people that we don't log in, we they watch, and they read some of the comments them before we go sit down for the topics them. So I will come right back after this, my brothers and sisters.
In the heart of Sierra Leone, where dreams often struggle to find wings, one young man dared to hope. This is John Sitta. Born into a humble family where even putting food on the table was a daily challenge, education seemed like a distant dream.
Good afternoon and welcome to Voice of Salone Radio.
Good afternoon to the listeners.
Yeah, so what's your name?
My name is Ibrahim, sir. Ibrahim Pedal.
Ibrahim Pedal, what thing?
Kamara.
Kamara. You understand say everybody people come first in the whole country?
Yes, I'm a Pekin. Okay. Actually, they talk to you now, so we born the Pekin. Now, attire the cell. Now, empty attire the cell. I no gets. And lunch na 10,000 a year every day. At times we meet up at the biggest one and when we eat, they can get 10,000. Not all the time. It is strain. At the constraint, at the up to 14 years work no day.
John had a fire in his heart and brilliance in his mind, but brilliance without opportunity often fades into silence. His parents believed in him, but with an annual family income of less than $1,000, they couldn't afford to keep John in school. Then came the VOS Diaspora Helping Hands Scholarship Program, a beacon of hope for underprivileged, talented students like John.
To take the first position during my WAS examination.
And what are the mechanics have you put in place for you to become first again for WAS?
I should be studying very hard and hardworking in class.
So what do you want to tell others that unfortunately came first in the Beckett process?
Okay, my advice to my colleague students is that success do not come overnight. They have to study and get prepared for any task overhead.
All right, thank you very much. This is VOS, Voice of Salone Radio.
Today, John is not just a student. He's a leader, a mentor, and a beacon of hope for his community. With your support, VOS Diaspora Helping Hands empowers students like John from humble beginnings to reach for the stars. Together we can transform more lives. Together we can change the story. Join us today. Sponsor a dream. Shape the future. Scan the QR code to donate or visit our website at www.vosdiaspora.org.
All right. Fambulem, for say boku thank you again to all the people who don't donate and for to the VOS diaspora team and also the one named Salone where they push this process go before. So me Fambulem, again the phone line open so I can call at any time and definitely I go reserve time for like I will read some of layer articles them and also read some of the comments them. But before I go to the comment section, my brothers and sisters, I want for set the stage in terms of waiting we go for discuss tonight. I want for make una be patient and some of the things then today instead of a bullet point we make them in a sentence form, but I will try for make sure say I read them in a way that una self will clearly understand. So me fumble them something really story they go on na social media, and this actually in a tragedy. I go read them. A 23-year-old woman tragically losses her life after alleged drug use and a disturbing sexual encounter involving multiple men. This allegation will say not to one person or maybe they sleep around with. They sleep around with several men them. But one particular person they will emphasize. So we go read that. So sparking renewed outrage over the Kush epidemic that continues to ravage the communities. So again, it's not clear because according to the story, then drug with STC. So we, I don't know the difference between that and Kush. Wanna forgive me for that, but clearly people but we'll listen to a video where somebody say na in sister where that person they try for explain waiting go on with in sister. So we'll try for play that video they let we get better understanding of the story, even though we still get some things them way not completely clear. However, for the fact, say a lawyer involved in this case, we want for really make sure say we look into that because Salone, the way how Salone they go so well, this is not something we knew. However, I'm so glad where I go see this now renewed effort where the country don't they make, and particularly people in our social media for all the agbagba them accountable. So I really want to say plenty thank you to the people where they do that. So we go touch on that, and in addition to that, we get also another news. We talk about this Kush. But the big question is, if the law enforcement folks them, the people that we're supposed to protect Sierra Leoneans them and make sure say the people that we break the law, they arrest them and all that. So the people that will go say now they're supposed to enforce the law. Again, this particular story is different from a video I get, but the video they just complements the story. So a police officer when engaged na mile 91, they don't sack him because they catch out boku Kush. That's not the story. But the other thing will fascinate me from all the entire there so now the fact say some youth them now Koidu town specifically then grab up and say no, enough is enough, and then go begin they point the people and way they sell Kush to them, and there were na Kush victims them. So again, what make the story touch me now because of the fact say it don't tell how they wait for like people and team up and say no, enough is enough, because they know who that they buy them from. So if them begin report them people and they point them out, not so because of maybe you not like somebody you go point them falsely or no, not so then can point them they with the advocates now. But if you get somebody you know the people and way they deal with them drugs, then they, my brothers and sisters, una for report them. And the dealers them, yes, una for bring them to una submit their name to law enforcement. And because now I believe say the president be asleep, we till now some of we still think say it need for do a lot more. But the little way that they do, it probably will reduce this whole Kush situation. I don't know if what I don't pass Gary, but so far they don't arrest boku people them. So for let the youth then safe team up, Tranga one, and say we safe go join for this fete for let Kush come on at this country. I want to say boku thank you to the youth then they, and we go read a little bit about that story there as we progress with the program. And in another different note, if time permit me fumble them, this is something where depending upon how you see them, good or bad, the Salone government under the Ministry of Education, they make announcements and say that they plan for make Chinese language, like then they teach Chinese language Mandarin. Now Salone school them. So again, some people then go say, oh really? China influence and all that. But yes, China influence. But guess what, my brothers and sisters? China don't gain so much influence that possibly then go overtake, because according to projections, forecasts say in not too distant future, maybe the next 10 years, China go overtake the United States in terms of the economy. So China economy then projects in the next 10, 15 years, it go larger than the United States. So meaning that boku business people them, students them go that dynamics they go push them for like they do business with China for the business people them, and for the students them they begin go China, even though some they go already, but I sure say the frequency go increase. So given that, again, to anything you get advantage and disadvantages. So given that, then they plan, the Salone government, they plan for introduce Chinese language when a Mandarin at the school them. So meaning that therefore begin like how during those days some of we take religious studies, some people learn a BK with a Bible knowledge, some people learn like me Islamic knowledge, IK. So he reach a point, then change, then combine the two and call them religious studies. So the Christianity and Islam, all that we read about them, and you look at the language side because of the Muslim or Islam, very influential na Salone. Them Muslim school them, they teach Arabic, so then teach we some Arabic and Abisabi cont Arabic and some light discussion per Arabic. So nothing wrong with this because it just they express, it just they show how much China they gain influence. But the question we go get, where I come to that story there, if time permit we, how that go resolve with current situation? Because again, two things I don't advocate with camper languages. One, say let them make Creole the language. If somebody want for talk let they allow them for talk Creole na parliament, because parliamentarians them then go represent the people of Sierra Leone. They not go represent the foreign entities. They not go represent UK. They not go represent Sierra Leone. I'm sorry, US and all the external partners them. And the Salone people them send them to parliament for go represent them. So if then they talk, it go nice for like that average Salone person understand what they say. So when it come for re-election, you go able know if this person truly be the fit for you, the thing that way you believe in. So that's now one way. And also, because of the English, we all know, even though now we official language on paper or technically, but we know say Salone English not all first language. What do I mean by first language? Meaning that you parent them. The first language that they talk to you, where them born you. Boku, or I go say majority, especially we born a big tongue, not to just free tongue no more, but then big tongue them, a Creole. So meaning that Creole go considered for plenty Sierra Leoneans, and I will say majority, but plenty Salone people, and Creole go be with first language. The language we then talk to we begin get sense. So now that's they mean by first language. So the language where you mama, particularly you mama, because we all know say now Salone, where did they born? I don't know if it don't change now. The man the papa did at all. So the people them where they did it are mostly now woman them. And plenty of them people and they including the nurses. If even if you go born a big hospital, the nurses them highly likely that Creole then go talk. Hey, they don't born the Peking and stuff like that. And the people away go talk that the Peking is all mostly a Creole. So meaning if Creole now with first language, waiting wrong for allow people them for talk Creole in parliament. And that way you go able get boku people them for the talk and stand up for fit for the people that we put them there. But now without English they even some people that we get PhD self they can struggle for talk sober English. Well, I mean sober like that one where you go say not get the grammatical error and all that. We know say you get some PhD people and we they struggle with the English. So believe it or not, because the PhD not necessarily means say you get PhD in English. No, you can get PhD in something else, and you still struggle for talk the English. So if that's not the case, so why we not address all then gap then they? And the other recommendation I make is yes, the Mandarin fine, the Chinese language fine. In my opinion, I go like for you from una, which you not think, but in my opinion, it's fine. But for now, we know say the thing way they cause issue na that country they, as we they speak now, na tribalism. Tribalism, whether we accept or not, it really dey in that country there. As a matter of fact, some people, the way you talk about tribalism, they can just feel say, oh, na Mende versus Timni and Nende. Yes, na part of tribalism, but tribalism, the definition of tribalism is very broad, my brothers and sisters them. So as a result of that, a nice for like then tin them way we they feel say divide, we let we work on them and try for make them common across the country. Like you know an example, na Ghana, they get two major local languages. We na Chui and Gang. Why be they teach them at school. So plenty of the picking them, they talk both. So if we self-cable replicate that and say Mende Timni, because then two tribes then they and then at the trouble in the country. Yes, me na one of them tribes then I belong to one of them tribes then but clearly a lot of the tension is there among them two tribes then because are the two major tribes then at the country, Mende and Timni. So if we able, instead of now going to that Mandarin this time and whatnot, but let we try force for, again, this is not a solution to, I believe, say, a major problem where we get in Salone. If we introduce Mende and Timni, make them compulsory, like mandatory, just like how we they make English be part of, say, in a matter of must, you for take English. So make and say, yes, every Pekin for take in Mende and Timni. Where you reach up to Form 3, then you can alternate them. You can decide now for go further and really perfect you language where it comes to the end of the day. Because if you end up for be a politician or you basically get a public office, it go come handy. So that's not one of the major ways than that. And guess what, my brothers and sisters? Even where we they point finger at people because of their last name and say, oh, we about Kagbo, oh, you're not Northerner. So by default, you're APC. But guess what? If we begin realize, say, majority of the Northerners, them, especially, them picking their way, go don't come up now from the tender way they introduce that's na school, don't come up and then boku of them don't sabi them two languages then the impact of saying, oh, you're not Northerner, it is less because say whether not Northerner or not, it talk Mende very well. Whether not from the south or not, it talk Timni very well. So that they help for minimize that in the way we don't kind of don't so they into with society where I don't believe they get any place for the other society there. And Creole, yes, look how it happen. The people in way we call Creole the tribe, look how we they marginalize them. So, but if we able make them say, you know what, let Creole be with official language. And that way they, get for say, oh, this not Creole, not this Creole tribe or whatnot. So we just find ways them for minimize this tribal tension of that country there. That's not a solution where I don't put forward, I do advocate for a very long time now. I don't talk about it. Now just sort of summarize. For talk Creole in parliament, we they see that now the southern part of Africa, we they see that now the eastern part of Africa, where then they talk Swahili, then they talk like different common language. We they see that. So they talk about in parliament. So let them give the option to people for address parliament per Creole. And I remember some people they don't call where I be advocate for that. Now VOS and say, oh well, how for writer now and all that in the able, and they're very easy. you get interpreters then. So how we Canada, you get English and French, two official languages. How do they operate? So like then public garden, or let's say then conference and stuff, then get microphone. Then get headphone where you just they press a button. So the language where you not understand, you get somebody with the interpret them. So then they're very easy. And to me, it will be money worth for spend. And then that Mandarin now, the Chinese language for introducing our school and all that, then they can come along. But the one way me feel say is very, very important, and we need her now for introduce Mende and Timni. So like then Limba, Fula, Loko, the other tribes, then can be optional, but still then will get for the offer them. The country, the school curriculum, but it can be optional. But the one them waiting for say compulsory for take at least for a couple of years, where you for able comfortably communicate by then two languages then they before you pass the course, A for B, Mende and Timni. So Fambulem, and at that I get for say about this announcement with the government they try for introduce Chinese language in a school for like picking and learn Chinese language when I'm Mandarin. So the other thing we, in fact, now I go first deal with my brothers and sisters. This a very, depending upon how you see them, but to me, I think say a very disturbing. This headline where I see this, the headline about this not the headline. So AYV, I don't can watch that show day, but apparently among the young people them, very popular. So this particular show, and as soon as seen at the news, the contestants them, two contestants them, they do mommy and daddy business at TV. So again, some people then go say, oh, well, what's not the big deal for this? Not a big deal. And I want to give reference because the side them way they pick up plenty of them we attitude here. We can always say, oh, America, America, America. But I want to make them very clear. Say America, then safe, then get standard. And what I go do for like a jog on a memory, I want to talk about a case or a situation will be happen in America. Some of we be done in a place here now for like remember that. So I go put up the write up about this particular story or this particular incident. So February 2004, Janet Jackson, Super Bowl. Some of you are way familiar with the America or where they follow America culture. A big topic. Big sport. America, we now the American football. So and this during halftime, they can get celebrities. Then where they make they entertain and they perform during halftime. So at that time, Janet Jackson have a big name, and it be like people and they look up to her, like the young girls them can kind of admire them and all that thing and they. So it be supposed to be considered a role model. Where beginning they say, oh, I go on for be like Janet, it's a be sing and this, that. So, but what happened now? At that time, some people are saying I deliberate something because they want for gain attention and all that. But during the halftime show, when they do, and the tell will be happen, will be February 1st, 2004. So the guy where he would dance with, if I remember correctly, Justin, Timberlake, if I remember correctly. So there be the dance, then it's sort of I don't know if now this pattern where they be supposed for do and all lengthen and day. So Janet, where the guy try for make the dance, a rip in close off, where then call her, they say wardrobe malfunction in Bobby show, empty Bobby show. And even though quick, then cover and the TV try for cover but cool people that we don't see them. So remember how Africa will say, hey, bona somebody in Bobby, waiting that mean. But yeah, where somebody in breast show publicly is considered immoral. So waiting happen now. Again, I did bring this kind of history for let people understand where we try for copy from America, for let them know say America where you breast no more show na do, it'll be problem. So let's read this. On February 1st, 2004, Janet's breast was briefly, when I underline that word, briefly exposed during the halftime show broadcast by CBS television network via its affiliate with production by MTV Networks. The FCC were now then responsible for just like how we broadcasting I think now IMC we they regulate then decency and all that and they. So the American version, when the FCC determined that the TV station / licenses, so the people that were licensing them, that heard the show were responsible under federal broadcast indecency laws for hiring indecent or gratuitous nudity. Una get that too? Indecent thing where they broadcast. So they say the network we broadcast them, therefore responsible. When I see the connection there, the network we broadcast them, therefore responsible. So what did the FCC do? The FCC issued a proposed fine of up to $550,000 US across the stations for the incident. So remember this now over 20 years ago, they fined the people and we broadcast them over $500,000. So if una factor inflation now and stuff, are plenty millions there now value, the value of the dollar now. At that time, millions of dollars. So let us come to Salone equivalent, my brothers and sisters. So the Salone equivalent, you look at this, and then you ask yourself, say, okay, now, this now inside reality TV and AYV, their organizer. Personal way sometimes I not get every aspect of the news, but AYV, I no member say I hear or I read any side say the government or IMC then fine AYV for where this happen. My brothers and sisters, when I imagine you get boku salon picking them, where they talk about this housemate salon and a popular show. Not salon and outside of salon, because even diasporas them they talk about this show and all that. So but the diasporas them, and even so, because I want for say maybe then go understand, but even so, plenty time then can they watch with a young picking them. Because this is not the key. We ask the question, or we include this part, the main topic, where we say Sierra Leone in crisis. So yes, we agree, say the Kush Epidemic there, and the side way I put about a shocking TV scandal. I will talk about the morality of it. So my brothers and sisters, who knows if AYV not do them deliberately for let them get rating. Let people like we, instead of we talk about something else, we they talk about this. So to me, for let it not happen again, if the IMC not don't do them already, the need for find them, or I don't know if an IMC or NATCOM, who's one of the two responsible for police, then decency there. Because I sure say Salone self get similar law as America, that indecency law. So for like people, thousands of people all over the world. So them, because at one point they say even non-Sierra Leoneans think they watch that show there. So you get plenty people and they watch. And then all of a sudden they see this not in TV where they watch with them picking them. Some, I know say some people they can take say, well, I'm not popularity. For some, they're so desperate that even cheap popularity is something for them. They can see them as a big deal. Say, oh well, people that don't know me or something, my name and I'm famous now because of sex on TV and stuff like that. But we need for teach them people a lesson. We need for make them know say a wrong. So how we go able for do that, and whose side we go send the message and for go after the network. The network we are responsible for the program. Because at least again, I not get the detail as to how long ago. I not get that completely. If the camera stop them before whatever, like how it happened with Janet Jackson in a situation where they stop them, but still, even where they stop them, and not be fast enough for le boku picking and not be done siam. So that by itself, even where they try for make the preventive, then they guess what? People still, the FCC still recommend for let them find them. So this and that are the appeal to the body, the agency we're responsible for make sure say the media safe live to that decency where we picking them not will continue for be corrupted, because this not to only picking them now the diaspora, but you get picking them as Salone, where they watch this religiously, where if even self do not get well, in fact, through TV, again, then go find all kind way, even if lights not they safe and whatnot. I believe say it just start like football, where football can they play. We during blackout, you will get people and we go EB for buy fuel for the generator and all that in a day. So people can do all that. So similarly to the way we understand them, to the same TV program, because it on the air now for a while. So that's they explain how popular it be, because otherwise then probably for them drop them. So that said, to me, I don't feel say AYV for get off the hook. They're supposed for find them and find them heavily. We then go scrutinize going forward. Yes, some people then go say, well, it go take away the flair of the live TV and all that, because if then time for pre-record them, will be the same and stuff, but then get within and call delay. You can even though not live TV, but you set them for delay for some seconds. maybe get like 10 or 20 seconds delay. So when then thing and they happen, una na the studio, they see and force before na broadcaster. So that's not another way for doam. And again, given the technology, where I believe say AYV, then definitely for aware of that technology there, because even VOS, we in a small station, we get that mechanism there where we can able for delay certain thing we don't want for like it be broadcasted, so we can get the left to the time we set for the delay. But the production software will they use, it gets that mechanism there for delay the live broadcast. So if AYV do not do do not utilize that, again, like how they can say, ignorant of the law, not to excuse. So not for accept AYV for use that as any excuse. Say, oh, do not get the appropriate software for handle this and stuff like that. We not for allow them forget that as an excuse. So me family again, I'm not gonna show the act itself, but I sure say plenty of una don't see them. So I believe say una go will understand the topic and why, in my opinion, I feel say AYV for suffer for that, in the sense that again, for discourage them from doing it again, or at least let them be vigilant or do something we go prevent a sort of live show we go possibly get their moral their moral aspect here, immoral aspect here. So me family them, I know say beaucoup people them, because it don't take small way this news book. So beaucoup people don't talk about na different social media platform. I just feel say a nice na VOS, and I make a decide for show na the US example, because US way we go say, okay, well, we picking and they copy from US, then feel say na US and stuff. No, US self way, then feel say that they copy from US, not get that at all. And in addition to AYV for feel the pinch on this, again, I don't know, I sure say something, then two people and they were involved, they're not go get that kind of money there. But that situation in America, it not only be the FCC them the amount where them proposal, there even some ordinary people them or some advertising agency and all that thing, and they sue. They call it civil lawsuit. They sue because that thing they create issue where some of the products them where they be the showcase during that halftime show and stuff. Some people then boycott some of them products then and meaning that it cause losses for some of them business then so that make, in my opinion, I feel say AYV fulfill similar consequence for that action day. So me family, let me fast forward now to again before I come to that we young lady, that we young sister we drug business and whatnot. I just want for say kudos to we Kono brothers them. So this headline: Kush victims join youths in Koidu to raise awareness and expose dealers. That expose, na in resonate, na in make a gladdy. That word with that thing they would use, expose. My brothers and sisters, and that's not the thing we don't they talk about. Saying the police them, they know the people who they sell the kush. So but yet we they say still kush de boku. And we show at one time the situation between Lamrana and President Bio in Nice, where himself but could people that accuse him say that Kush dealer, but yet it pass freely, and they flaunt whatever change you get, they pass, and they show money. So this not a start. And I'm glad that the news not say anything, say police then stop them or whatnot. In fact, to me, again, Matilda be deal with them on Thursday, last Saturday. I think now the week before, where police then stop a group where they say them want for show awareness, let people aware of that Kush pandemic. But yes, police stop them and say because of security reason. So I'm glad we brothers here able for still go out and then say that they protest. And also in addition, say then go expose the dealers them. So let's just quickly read just one or two paragraphs from that particular story there. Let una go able to appreciate that we young man here with Tawa, and for like and say, you know what, Kush don't damage we. So we they go now and make the one then we themselves affected, let them be aware, and we not go tap there, we go after the people that we they sell until we. So Kush victims join the youths in Koidu to raise awareness and expose dealers. In a bold show of unity against the growing Kush epidemic, victims of the deadly substance have joined forces with the Central Youth Organization in Kono district to raise awareness and expose those involved in its sale and distribution. Residents of Koidu City, led by the Central Youth Organization, took to the street in a peaceful demonstration aimed at highlighting the devastating impact of Kush on young people and families. The march, which drew victims, community activists, and concerned citizens, was both a protest and a powerful call for collective responsibility. You know, this, I want for pause now, yeah. And at this, I be the expect say the police for don't do. But instead, then then put politics into it. Because if like Freetown and make a nationwide, put a specific day, say, you know what, all over the country, people learn for Comonado and raise that awareness day. Different parts of the country, but a specific day. It will make a big difference. But yet, police, whatever interpretation they give to it. But it don't pass. But for the fact, say, the no and bug that we brothers here, I want to say kudos for where they allow them for go ahead and like how they say, now a protest and at the same time a powerful call for collective responsibility, and they show the people and we join them for that match day. We not to just demo, you get them, we Kush down and bog, and then you get community activists and people that were concerned about this whole direction where the country they go. So participants carried placards, and when I seen the poster, placards, and chanted messages of hope and resistance, urging immediate action to save the district's youth from the grip of addiction. According to organizers, the campaign sought to break the silence surrounding Kush abuse by empowering victims to speak out and identify individuals profiting from the illicit trade. Indeed, to me, the police or the law enforcement like how them get that law enforcement agency and for work with them young man here. We don't agree for Comonado and also don't agree for for points them people and the way they sell Kush to them. So CYO leaders commended the courage of victims who publicly shared their experiences, noting that silence and stigma have long enabled the drug spread. They called on government authorities, security agencies, and community elders to take coordinated action to dismantle drug supply networks and intensify rehabilitation efforts. Well said, well said. And this Naim Matilda consistently they advocate. Let the security people work with agencies them and even like now Hope for Youth organization and things like that. And also Fenway how then go after the suppliers them. But we know clearly saying then they cherry pick other than they go after. And that to me is very troubling and disingenuous. So the concluding part now saying this is not just a protest. And they quote the leader now of the Center for Youth, saying this is not a protest. It's a cry for help and change, said one CYO leader. Our youths are dying and our communities cannot remain silent any longer. The event marks a turning point in Koidu's fight against Kush, a movement driven by the people themselves, determined to reclaim their communities from addiction and restore hope for the future. Again, brilliant. I want to say plenty thank you to the organization, the people who organized this, and for the fact also then Comonado do not feel intimidated. I want to say plenty thank you. And it will find now for let them push and saying let them begin identify the people them where they sell drugs to them. So I want to say plenty thank you again to the organizers them of this, because to me, like how the president say, and sadly enough, for like come off from a president where you go say he don't throw the towel, what you mean he don't give up. For let it say the people then get money. Are they paraphrase? They deep. Then go out for fate because money they and all that stuff. Then they able as president. Why you they? To me, it just come through like say they justify what thing they do. Yes, we know say that's not the incentive, but you as president, you want for show commitment, you want for give people that courage and saying regardless of where this cartel or whatever organization, regardless of the fact say they it's sort of entrenched, meaning that they're strong, we go after them. So no matter how soon they hide, we go after una. But unfortunately, yeah, some people and they say are not clean. Some people and say in backyard, you get skeleton and cupboard and all that stuff. Then they, which rightfully I agree. So that make them not be effective for be the leader way for be able for champion the Kush. Probably if from the onset, if you don't strong at fighting this Kush thing, enough for to reach to this point, because it take a while. It take a really long time for the president to be able to talk about it. Really long time. After we almost all the major social media platform them don't talk about Kush repeatedly, including VOS. And like after a year or so, they count after a year safe because they don't tell you that Kush they in that country they manifest itself. So Mifambulem, that's not the story where I want for really share with una tonight for say kudos to we brothers and sisters them. I know human and they okay. Let I check back, I see. Okay, woman and lady. So okay, we brothers and sisters them for say kudos to una all, where una come on do and try for, and this thing we they affect almost every community in that country there. Because this, to me, I would say even past well, I say this loosely, this comparison. But it's sort of similar to how the rebel will be affect people. Where initially some man say, oh well, you know, reach free tongue it, or you know, reach so place it. But at a point, every part of the country feel them. So now similar to the Kush, where it be starts, some people and they say, oh, now they free tongue picking them, or now they upline picking them way this, way that. So because you know reach to them place. But now it is almost every corner of the country, you will see Kush victims them. So it don't. The reality is we all don't feel them now. So dear my brothers and sisters, I appeal to una all for make we continue for give whatever necessary support so we go eradicate this particular epidemic that our country there. We no say no easy, but let we fight them, and we'll fight them. We'll win. So that's now the update on we brothers and sisters. Then we brave enough and come on our door and say enough is enough about the Kush business. They don't tire. So I want to say plenty thank you to them. So now I go continue with that Kush thing, that Kush story. This is sad though. But before I come to the other one, we shameful, let I just sort of go through this one. Police dismiss officer caught with Kush in mile 91. So the police then press release and not too clear. So I don't know if I go before read in a way that when I go get within the right now the press release. But before I do that though, we get Boku people and we don't join in and let we recognize them. As always, we will say our family members, the VOS extended family members. So I want for really recognize una and I want for say plenty thank you to everybody we don't join VOS, the program, and I just pull them up. So I will recognize una accordingly because una deserve all the recognition na VOS will can give. So as always, one for say plenty thank you to again this we brother way. I really again appreciate them and that the part to the calm na VOS and they share in thought and quiet to a really active and it really contribute na the program. So brother Albert Lansona, thank you so much, brother, for when you joined the program. You say, good evening, Mr. Kagbo. Keep up the good work. Hope no more flu. Yes, my brother. Fingers crossed. Or the people like you say, knock on wood. So, yeah. As soon as I can tell, my voice not completely clear, but I did try. And I hope say, sound boring tone. But thank you so much, brother Albert Lansona. Thank you. And as always, we truly appreciate you when you can join the program. And so you continue for say again, good evening, my dear fabulous brothers and sisters. Salute. Again, anytime, this not to exaggeration though, but anytime we people and they do that, I definitely appreciate that. Acknowledge we all as brothers and sisters. That's not the salon where we grew up in. Not to now we because somebody not share your ideology, you see them as enemy, and you go even get mind for see them they suffer, then go almost they kill them or even kill them, get no empathy. Instead, you go say, oh, na infernam, he deserve am. Ebo, nobody not deserve for die. Nobody not deserve for punish because of their ideology. So, this let we make a point of duty though. See each other, every salon brother and sister, every salon person, see them as you brother and sister. And let we take back that kind of thing we don't know for a salon, where people are very compassionate. I can always they say where I can share their story here. Where they grow up. You they even to some extent, you they even afraid your neighbor. Sometimes they pass your parents them. Because now, they grow up, some area they some person they na the area where you they say, down they strict to let go beat by you. And then guess what? You they beg them on top of that, say they are not telling me parents them because they will beat me back. So you will be on your own beat. But for get double punishment, you beg them. But now where somebody correct neighbor picking, the papa or mama go team up. Oh no, talk to me picking like that. Not this to me picking. Ebo usai that in the end again, the people away with the try for Falamakata, lap talk the crew. For Falamakata. Then people and they like the Americans and waiting, then then get tradition. In fact, then sabi that phrase where they say it takes a whole village to raise a child. And one person they born picking, when are the mama. But guess what? It take a whole village for raise that picking day. Because then go themselves no neighbors them, especially the rural areas. Like their urban areas, then okay. But some rural areas where you go say, oh, but yeah, watch me picking. Like I want for Guyana, where you go get a small thing for babysit. Because we get them people in there. Even the urban area safe. Some people in there where they don't deal with a neighbor for a while. Now America, Canada, and I believe say now Europe safe it happen. You go to neighbor, you knock to neighbor and say, do you allow left me picking with you? And especially if that neighbor they say gets picking them, we maybe not grow up too much, but then go for look after you only to one. You can just left and say, okay, go play with your neighbors them and stuff like that. But yet, Salone, we sabi Falamakata so much that we they make team pass mark. So guess what? Now, Combrade and they even go further. They go bribe for let them picking them pass, let them get result and stuff. No, we on them. Oh my goodness. Anybody where you say you spy, like they tell neighbor you say, oh, you spy in our school and stuff like that. Guess what? That neighbor they can even go tell you teacher. And your teacher go, what's you beat? And guess what? If your parents there, not to the neighbor they for don't power. Now you the picking back they for don't power. So Uda you curse for subtit that neighbor self? No, you're not gonna do that. Because now double punishment. So but now they fit the elders them. And then when the mama come back on top of that, left me picking, let this, let that. So that can make way people and they see picking, then they come up bad, then they talk. Then they in fact embolden them for let it go let it just they go worse. My brothers and sisters, dear are big, especially we know the diaspora, and sadly enough, where I can go to the salon community events them. Well, Canada better. But America, this politics business, it don't go so much in between we that your last name, we now the community, then people and they sit down by, gang. And they feel uncomfortable for mingle with somebody where something SLPP and you na APC. Ebo, dear beg me brothers and sisters, let we rethink, let we go back to the way how Salone be, where even where they say Salone na one of the poorest country, from where they stand and they talk that. But guess what? We not be they feel like that. Na pa paper. But even me, why be they go school now sent? Now be they go with for lunch. And in fact, some thinking they are not even eat and safe because they provide food for we in our school. So guess what? Salone now, you even, oh my goodness, it's sad, oh, my brothers and sisters. We were then at the diaspora. Now, where some of we they go home, you go even afraid for it to neighbor. Afraid even sometimes in there, you belly born brother or sister, you they scare them. Because they say that they poison people them for maybe small property, where they don't go put na salon, where they don't go build small house or whatever. That brother in your eye or sister in your eye don't read for that thing they want for eliminate you. So in go be the next of kin or the owner. All that's not part of the wickedness where they make that country they not they go far, not they go before. Now bien no more they come. So not to just the politicians then. We all attitude and self, my brothers and sisters. I know say yes, it be slightly off topic, but I just want to use this opportunity. And again, thank you, Brother Albert Lansana, for we trigger me. But this brothers, and you use the word fabulous brothers and sisters. Dear, let we they mean then in day. Dear, it no matter if the person they support party where they support, especially we were there out here. We country far. We don't left. So if you know Salone person now the community, and especially people them where maybe they not get plenty Sierra Leoneans then in that community, they instead of you see that person as your enemy because of this nonsense APCSLPP infighting. Dear, we embrace each other. Because when I remember rain they for done our mando mot. Sometimes you will feel say you're comfortable today. But guess what? You don't know the future. So in nice for lack we be as the Bible say we brother's keeper. So again, I want to say boku boku thank you to you, brother Albert Lansana. Thank you. And again, I'm proud for say we sister in the house, Sister Matilda J. Cole. Another fabulous, if I can borrow brother Lansana in adjective. Another fabulous presenter and VOS. Say Miss Sef Deyao, indeed. Thank you very, very much. And I want to say special thank you to Kekua, Mr. Kekua 007, if I read that correctly. Say, good evening, Mr. Kagbo. Glad to know you are doing better now. Stay blessed. Thank you so much, Brother Kekua, for that. Thank you. And again, this woman where I can kind of recognize so not jealous more. Two women and they now way not for jealous so. Sister Mary J, thank you very much. Say good evening, Mr. Kagwa and everyone. Thank you very much for where you join. If you and Madam Bendu are not soon on the list, Brother Walker, I feel say something wrong with my analysis. But thank you very much, Sister Mary J. Thank you, as always, for where you join in. And another fabulous sister, Sister Wanatu Conte, thank you very much. Say good evening, everyone. And to our great economist, God bless you and everyone in this forum. Thank you so, so much. And another brother, you see, again, we get Boku lovely people now VOS. Brother C. Kamara, thank you very much. Say, Chief Kagbo, hope you are doing great. We missed you last week. Brother C. Kamara, I don't know who said then crown me. But anyways, thank you very much. And another pleasant somebody, another, I don't know if not brother or sister, but favor. Always it can do a favor. So please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so, so much. And Sister May J says, sorry, I'm not familiar with the school system now. Are they still teaching Sierra Leone languages? During our time, we did it, and I was doing Limba. Well, I don't think so. And great point, because to me, I feel say particularly, as I say, Mende and Timney, because now they fight, concentrate this SLPP APC thing. Now then two tribe, then they really, are messy. But thank you very much for the reminder. And again, this with sister, we auntie, with mama, on not jealous more, Madam Bendu. Thank you very much, Madam /sister/ auntie Bendu. Thank you very much. Say hello, fambul them. We missed you last week, but I pray and hope you're feeling much better. Thank you very, very much. And I'll go quickly through because I don't want to go too far tonight. Sister Mary J continue for say they were teaching Timni Mende, Creole, and Limba. I don't know if they are still teaching it in school. Well, I'm not too sure. Say then they continue with it, but if side and they, but it go nice for letting continue with that, because to me very, very important. Now one way that way I strongly believe say it go help for reduce the tension of that country there. Madam Bendu, all I can say is this is not the positive way of showcasing a reality show. Yes, absolutely. Or country. As far as I'm concerned, these shows are not teaching or promoting anything positive. Well said, well said. And again, to me, as soon as I know, me not somebody will believe in democracy. So now their own form of entertainment. Let me not take that away from them. However, both the contestants, them, and the media, the network, then get what they call civic responsibility, that decency. And again, just like America, I strongly believe say Salone gets a decency law. So they're supposed to adhere to the law. So they can do all their entertainment as they want, but enough for infringe on the next person in your own taste, because a very tasteless looking at that. So thank you so much for where you re-echo that. Thank you so much, Madam Bendu. And our Bangura can be brother or sister. Say mother send his to arrest the Kush sellers. But what about the former ambassador to Guinea, Almami Bangura? Great question. And at that make us say, I don't know if really what I don't pass flower, but from then they, if we don't set example, not only for dismissal, because na crime, na criminal act. So because na crime, and not only for dismissal, therefore trial. And just like how they say, okay, well, they arrest this so person and then send and go court and stuff. The same way, so again, the ambassador, yes, therefore strip him off of him position, and if for face trial, if for face criminal trial. So, and a great point. And this now one of the reasons then that we plenty of we things say that they cherry pick other than they go after. And thank you for that reminder there. But great question. I would say $1 million question, Albangura. Sister Mary J, as always, very active. And your counterpart, I not seeing today, with Brother George Walker. But thank you for you to keep the comment section, the platform going. Oh no, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you're feeling better. I didn't know. Okay, no, that's okay. Thank you. Another lovely brother, Winner Brother Abdullah, used to say, thank you so much. Feel better, Mr. Kagbo. I knew something was wrong when I couldn't find this program last Thursday. Good to have you back. Thank you so much. Oh, you see, this is something really pleasing to me. Yes, we need VOS need to pay we, but for the fact say people they appreciate what they do, the little 2 cents where they share, and this they come through. Say people truly appreciate. Brother or sister, coconut. What an interesting name. Oh, good night, my VOS family. Okay. Thank you very much. And Sister Salemat Sulaiman, brother Sulaiman Mansari. Thank you very much. You say greetings, my brother. Would you like to spice up your program with some Sierra Leone conscious vibe song? I can provide them. I have a lot of them. Well, the problem is the copyright. So if you're not the artist, oh, definitely, brother Sulaiman. But it just happens to say the copyright. For some reason, some of them they're not going to talk anything about copyright or anything like that. But as you begin play them, so you see YouTube come after you and copyright and stuff. And for some of you we're familiar with that copyright. When you get, I think, 2 strikes, they ban you from live show for 3 months. And una know what that mean for like we not broadcast live for 3 months. So that make una for they take their risks then they. And you continue for the question what we ask. I produce a lot of Kush songs. I would like to share with you copyright free. Wonderful, wonderful. Please, brother Sulaiman, send them to VOS. Well, you can send them to VOS television, one word, at gmail.com, or you can send them to redirect uh, uh, um, email address when info at VOS television, one word, .com. So info at VOS television.com. So send them to me, and or if you get a link as to Usai are able to download them, that's gonna be nice. And if you're able to you email, you indicate them say you they give VOS right for play you songs them, then they will be wonderful. And yes, we then push songs then they a nice for like we fan any kind way possible for like with a showcase on our talents them, and also for show the increase their awareness. And definitely Matilda, I don't know if it's still there, but I go really appreciate for receive the songs then they, and we self now all the programs that we will try for the play them at least once or twice before the end of the show. So thank you very much, brother Sulaiman. I truly appreciate that. So Coconut say back then in the days, neighbors are worse in whipping, yes, absolutely, than my own parents. At the end of term, they are the first one to ask, yes, if you pass and your promotion. Exactly. Exactly. And that we grow up in. You know, where you and you go answer if that neighbor where we they call auntie or uncle ask you, come now, I'll see result. You go get more. But now, guess what? Oh, the parents then go say, now you they paying school fee, then go give back talk and all that stuff. Then they. But let we go back to that kind of lifestyle there, because love be there. It just after that war, where then begin point people and are the same nonsense politics. Push we into the point people them, and we see what thing that they do, both sides, then kill people them. And now the similar thing they happen with this nonsense APC and SLPP tension of that country there. What's wrong if somebody support APC? Nothing wrong with that. The same way, so nothing wrong for support SLPP. So now we constitutional rights. But the problem is where people don't they take this thing out like religion. Where for say anything against a particular leader. Where it's very clear, the evidence they all over the place. Saying are terrible leaders. Whether not from the opposition, APC opposition, or the ruling SLPP. Majority of them politicians, then they're terrible. But yet, I don't know if not loyalty now or whatever you go call them. People don't know what one for let you even condemn. But guess what? We all are Sierra Leoneans. We all not Salone people then. And I always can they say this. They don't ask any of them politicians here for contest. I don't remember say anybody write application to Madabio, say, do you have can rescue Salone, be contest for presidency and stuff? No. He go through the process, a campaign and everything. Nobody not force him. In fact, he do almost everything. Where according to Yum Kela say Alpha Saidu, even though he deny now, say Madabio now one convention and whatnot be in WEF, be go with pistol. So meaning that he be ready for kill people and for the power. Not to beg am. So for like now, una they feel say like again, again one me brother, well two of me brothers them, where I go say I not see anybody with terrible reach then to then they at least people away they alive because I know say Foodies and God don't die, even though Ackman say he don't know if he go heaven. But clearly though, Alpha Khan, that message where it talk, where it compare Madabi waiting to go on a salon with Burkina Faso. Say for Tego Tenki Madabi, they try. At least they try. He emphasize the try. Like saying a favor they do Sierra Leoneans them. They try. So that's not the bar. Not that how low we don't bring the bar for we presidents them. So let's read one last one and then continue with the show. Coconut. Once the VP said if they caught anyone with drugs, there will be no one to bail the individuals. By our Sierra Leone, different strokes for different people. Yeah, well, very clear. So me feel saying talk no more. But again, the people and we dedicate here and there, we still appreciate the police, the clean one them. So speaking of the police, my brothers and sisters, so I just kind of again the thing where I want for say read, but when I look at this picture, this then Kush team them about 40, according to the news, about 45 parcel or 45 wraps of Kush policeman. But I'm glad though, again, yes, like I will say, then they cherry pick who that they punish. But nevertheless, that's not for be a justification for like a police officer engaging in drugs. Whether not for use them now illegally or for sell them a wrong, particularly police officer. So this now the press release where the police pull, and that's now as of yesterday, and say they don't dismiss this police officer within cage. So I would just sort of read the headline in reference to disciplinary hearing in a case of improper practice, unlawful possession of illegal drugs and other discipline related offenses against Sergeant, then put in number, Musa Sidiki Soare, attached NCO Mile 91 Division with PIN code, then puts the PIN code and stuff like that. So this officer, with a name, Musa Sidiki Soare, so then dismiss him, and I want to say kudos to the officers then for that. But my brother, another case where sort of different, where than the I don't know if plenty of una don't see him, but when I see this one, I say, wow, it's different from this Sidiki guy we then dismissal. Let's play him for now. And for now we don't see him, let we watch him together. But for now we don't see him let we watch him also together.
Like they make an half. They pull an half.
All right, Fambulem, wanna see what another disgrace. A police officer, he bosom am, and that's not big rapple. So imagine if they go Kamu side, they go pull arm and carry and go 10 times. That equals to 10 rap. If every day they do that. So now see? And who that, I don't know how they discover this. But who that in his own state of mind go ever think say police officer go bosom Kush rap. And a big rap. Oh. So when you go see her now, you feel say, oh, nah, Nigerians think you say bola or something. You go feel say yes, na in private, na in big or something. We not to the case. Na something they where you might not go there safe. So I don't know if na somebody bell for them, how they're able to discover them. Unfortunately, we don't get the answer to it. But this they show we how tense, how intense this Kush business done in another country day. For like a police officer, somebody we suppose for uphold the law, we for go after people them we don't know again. I'm glad that we don't know exposing private part. But one thing where I want for Leona watch by this after we don't pull the parcel and private part. Una watch incontinence. This guy he not look show any remorse. And the worst thing, it is smile back. So imagine, una watch him. Like this happening, for like this kind disgrace where I believe say you family members themselves go disgrace, go shame. And then you they smile back. See? You get some smiling face. And not show, in my opinion, again, me not to body language expert, but my opinion, this guy not look remorseful at all. Because some people in there, where this kind of thing happen, he go even cover his face. But when I look at this guy, look how dry he be. See? This, look. And I not to know the position them of the police, but it's like he get two bar. So I don't know what in that two bar they mean. Because first they win a bot in them, but the bar, I don't know, but clearly not a phone to bar. So I don't know the rank them. Because first them, I don't know if that them bad and they represent two botting. I don't just know. But clearly it not show like what you will call phone to bar. So if this kind person where who knows, it just happened almost say, do not give too much information. about where I mean they feel say na in the guy with them dismiss, but apparently na a different person looking at them, face them. So my brothers and sisters, if police they go the extra mile for hide the substance, so una see how difficult this whole thing, how intense this whole Kush business don't become in that country day. So my brothers and sisters, dear, this let we pull politics aside. And Matilda will make her very clear on Thursday, and I want to tell her plenty thank you about that. Say this in no camper politics. Just like I give reference to the rebel war, where it touched almost every family in that country. A similar way, this Kush they cause havoc in that country. Almost every family member, if you don't get your family member, a family member directly, where affected by this Kush, you go get somebody where you know we're very close to, and that's how widespread this Kush business don't be in a salon. So, my brothers and sisters, that I appeal again to we all, dear, let we expose them people there. If even your brother, cousin, or you fumble, they sell that Kush, warn them, 110, 210, if it continue for sell them, prosecute them. Because it better for let you save plenty picking in life than you save that you fumble way and not feel say what for save. Because not destruction to the nation. For like it is sell or manufacture or whichever position it gets in the chain, the supply chain. So dear, let this be my personal appeal to now. But this Kush business, it really don't bug in that country day. And this police don't show we clearly. And who knows who else other people and they can hide them. Like how they can say now by God in power no more they able for catch this one. And highly likely that somebody go on bail for him. Who knows? If not to somebody will go on quiz set for something, because sometimes Canadian people and they can end up for be greedy. And then they fall out and then somebody bail for him. Because for like somebody cut out almost ask police officer, allow search atrocities and stuff. You know very well say if you not get high intelligence or high tip off where you really believe, you know go do that, because you know say if you backfire, you go down at the wrong side of the law for like you accuse somebody, a police officer, wrongly. So me fumble them this and the wahala we would face that our country they relating to Kush. So now before time beat we, let's talk about this. I will say the main story we want to talk about, let we all talk about tonight. The fumble them. Now this report. Very sad. Extremely sad. 23-year-old lady died following alleged drug use. And that second side, let we hear from my brother if you go touch the. And by the way, I want to say plenty thank you to, I don't know, Dana, the blogger. We published this, but somebody sent them to me. I don't know the blogger, but I want to recognize them and for tell them plenty thank you for we share this. I don't know if Ina the original owner of this, but still I want to recognize them. So let's show you another video and then we can talk about it.
Family, big trouble that happen. One lawyer don't give one pikin drug. In that country, the pikin then can't go to hospital. Now they go lost in life. This drug when they try for talk, it don't rampant all side. Lawyer they all now they knock people picking them with this drug. When I listen to the big brother where they explain how the pikin take die.
Let me so me no can na voice. Me I don't come on our family voice, I don't go. But then call me at 11:30 midnight on Sunday. They say my sister, you know well. stable, this, that. So they say the one goes up to a woman, one nurse woman. So now they are kandong. We are kandong, we go to the nurse woman, watch, and then the nurse woman, we far we. So we go na connots. But na connots, we not be able for good day that net around in time then they. Now waiting early morning, we will go with them. The early morning now, we go to now. Nine the doctor watch him, good the doctor watch him. But from that, say girl picking them, they talk to the age mates, then they talk to with the big one there. But from that, if you don't talk to the age mate, say in boyfriend give one sweet something, and the thing in name extra C in on jam. This that he said the boy give first half. But later on, I say the thing in no they react for him. This that then the boy give him 101 and
All right, Fambulem, we're not able to get the full story, but waiting I want for do, I want for read the article we write about that. For let unable get better, let we all get better understanding of waiting transpire. So the big brother talk about the stories slightly, but let we read the article, and the article give you a lot more. So according to the article, 23-year-old lady dies following alleged drug use and sexual encounter with multiple men. Police are investigating the death of a 23-year-old woman in Freetown under circumstances that have sparked public outcry and allegations of drug use and foul play from her family. Again, Asunayagi from the big brother, in say a foul play. And it say based on waiting a sister tell somebody it call say impia. So and continue for right say the family of the deceased has pointed fingers at a legal practitioner, Esquire Fode Moritu Kamara, whom they allege provided her with a substance believed to be the illicit drug ecstasy, MDMA. According to family members, the young woman informed her roommate that the lawyer described as her boyfriend had given her the pill. They claim to possess WhatsApp messages in which the suspect proposed they both take the drug to enhance their intimate encounter. Again, this is very clear. So this not to, according to the WhatsApp message, where the roommate say the Ebufen say this lawyer not to the lady one no more. Instead take him, according to this. So later that same night, the woman returned home in a severely distressed and unstable condition. She was rushed to a hospital by her roommate and neighbors, where she subsequently died while receiving treatment. So again, that will be the talk about neighbors. So neighbor they help, but unfortunately we don't too late for them. So the final part now. The family sources state that medical personnel indicated the presence of substances in her system and noted signs consistent with extreme sexual activity, allegedly involving multiple men. Again, they fumble them. I don't know, but according to this, it come through, say, the quote-unquote lawyer overdose them, and then maybe it make Bokuman then get I'm down with the lady. So let's say they insist her death was not natural. So again, not clear now if now the doctor say that could be the cause of death, but again, we don't know if in our pathology, where we call postmortem, But they continue for say the family has filed a formal complaint with the Sierra Leone police demanding a full investigation and the arrest of all individuals involved. They have also called upon the Lawyers Council of Sierra Leone and the Bar Association to address the allegations against the legal practitioner named in the complaint. As of press time, the Sierra Leone police have not issued an official statement on the ongoing investigation. Attempts to reach Esquire lawyer Fode Maritu Kamara for comment were unsuccessful. So, my brothers and sisters, again, this now another warning to we sisters them. Yes, I know saying I love because clearly, according to the roommate, according to this report, the roommate make am clear say na in boyfriend. So this not to something where you go say, oh well, I'm na shower or something like a prostitute. From the story, the little were pieced together, the way how the headline put them, at a glance, you go feel say na a situation like a prostitution kind of situation. But it all come according to the news report now, it all come like that. It come through like say now a boyfriend we induce them for like maybe they're going to enjoy the sex, and in the process, I don't know if the boyfriend self we don't plan that, but in the process, Bokoda man them follow the lady, so get sex with them because it don't high because of the drug influence. So Boku thinks then I for go after this guy. So first, the access to illegal drugs, how we get them. That's now one thing. Two, okay, that became if but a T intel him friend say the boyfriend game and he's sweet and stuff. So but I don't know if a TCAM, because then they self investigation for look into that. If a TCAM say maybe now some sweet drink or something like that, not tell them clearly say na drugs. Because again, you can say, oh, this pill, yeah, if you take her, if I put her inside water, dissolve them and whatnot, it's sweet, you go enjoy. And sometimes not tell them exactly what thing they do or what thing na the pill where they put na in drink. And then the other issue na is the man and day. So the lady presumably is subconscious, a unconscious, I should say. And that make them say, consent, agree to the sex we then get with them. So then they say, na crime, na rape. So even the boyfriend, if the time way he decide for sleep with them, the woman unconscious, meaning get the proper knowledge of what they do to them, is still considered rape. So we all know within the president and WEF and other advocates them, they talk about this rape business, say if for stop and all that thing and they. So me they appeal from this case. Say let them look into it. Let them put pressure. Because somebody don't die now. And this na pupu pikin, na pupu sister. So nobody not supposed to die. But clearly they overdose them and take advantage of them. And who knows what else they go don't do because they're unconscious. So my brothers and sisters, it take me back to that morality. We all know, say, first them, again, when I call me old school or whichever way, but first them, you can barely hear about it here. Because anybody, like even self, if Nagari man themself, like somebody check or waiting, one go call people them, you go get 1 or 2 neighbors them. We go say, no, una stop, una this, una that. Maybe go rescue the lady, wash and fine, and then give am food for it, or go lay am na the own place, lay a sleep, we wake now, then tell her waiting. But you get people and we go defend, we go try for prevent young man and for take advantage of people them. That really happen first time. And that's that moral aspect. Because first time, with the moral will not be gets this kind of moral deficit. People them be they stand up for each other. Even if you not sabi the person, you go stop and say, I'll stop and try for even take the lady out of that vulnerability there. People them be they do harm first them. But now, I bet you tendency go they say you go get people them na the compound who say all these things they happen, they not go call police. Then go just say, oh, I dey mind my own business. First time, no. People are not going to see them kind of wickedness here and just turn and look the other way. So my brothers and sisters, now we all responsibility for let we rescue that country there from this moral bankruptness, and we see that TV immorality, and now this one we it done so much that it end up for cost somebody life. Because that gang raping there, that criminal act, and that's something where people are not being condoned. And I bet you these days police go investigate and somebody go know probably almost everything will happen. They go afraid for go give evidence, for go be a witness, for go testify. That because of people and they take and say, this person get influence. And who knows, this na lawyer, who knows the people that were involved, if they're not going to be as powerful as him within his circle. And then this self will cause for let somebody feel intimidated by the situation. So my brothers and sisters, them, I know say today topic, now more of moral lesson, now more of appeal to a conscience, for let we think about that way we were old enough for see that good salon. That salon way. But could people not be the locked in the mouth? Nobody knocking there. Even free tongue, if I'm them. People are knocking there, and neighbor go want for take something, go want for you learn on something or something. It go open you the mouth, it go take him. And when you come, you say, oh, so, I go lend you Ibako, or I go lend this so and stuff. And nothing will go lost na yours. They're not going to put any juju for you sick. They're not going to do that. But nowadays, it not only means say people and they lock them the want to, then they put barricade, iron like prison. That's what would all reduce yourself to. People then go tell you, say, oh, the window then go broken. So you don't mind for the sweat inside it. But you don't go get mind for opening your window. That's how salon done bad off. So my brothers and sisters, like the song we can play before the program, nobody no get for calm for make salon. Now we say safe go make salon. So dear, I dey appeal to now through this program, let we team up for make salon. Then people here we they face injustice. Let we team up for them. Let we not allow the agbagbaya, whether a lawyer, politician, or whatever influence you get, let we not allow them for the go scot-free. And as much as that Jemiu in business, she's a little bit dramatic, but I'm really glad way the thing unfold like that. Because it's very clear, say that George be one bully am, but the lady it him up triangle one. And it reached to that point where they even say, yes, the man for pay child support. But to me, if he come to me, I want to let that man say punish. Therefore, even go and look when he begins sleep with that pikinde. Because according to Jemiu, the lady, it say they be done day, I think from 2017, around about that or something. And at that time, where a reporter, according to the video, it say they be done from 2017, they be done there for about 3 years or so. And in 2017, I know completely get the timing, but the little one I get from the timing, I don't know if in 2023 or so, but like it say 3 years at 19, we be 19. So 3 years they be done into this intimate relationship. So meaning if a report that at 19 and say they get business 3 years, so that means she was below 18. So we make them criminal because we sleep with Pekin where they below 18, whether it agree for you or not, it considered statutory rape because the Pekin, according to law, not get enough sense for know what they do to him body. And this man, not a judge, we know the law in and out. So to me, not to just for asking for pay child support, I go ask for like how the Chief Justice don't forward the case to the Judicial Service Commission. Let them dig deeper, because who knows how many other Pekin they go don't teach this way. It just happens, say likely this one meet in Waterloo, because it make them very clear saying he don't sleep with Boku lady them we ain't no go agree. So it a fight on behalf of them ladies and they. So they need for investigate the Momoja Stevens. And I see some people they express empathy and all that, but I don't feel say anybody, because you don't want to let that happen to you sister, you Pekin, or any of your relative for lack. Because according to the Pekin, yes, now one-sided, but according to Jemiu, it say the man say he just want them for pleasing sexual urges. So remember, Pekin way I believe say be there underage, and you begin twist them for lack no more, you intimidate them. You say you can domestically abuse you. Where be said, where it be talk use that phrase the domestic abuse, I be feel saying that in dinner safe. I be really feel say marry them and all that, but apparently not. So it therefore use wisdom for intimidate the Pekin. But I'm glad the way himself no cave. So my brothers and sisters, yes, I don't dramatize them, but let we look at the angle of saying them people are like this lawyer and the judge. We hold them to high esteem. And now them people and they supposed for fight against the people that we want for misuse the law. So if then they break the law, my brothers and sisters, we all for fight and team up triangle one for say no to them. And Salone, we for continue, let we go back for restore that decency, that moral standard where we all be know of. You know, be the this rampantly like that. Yes, we know say usai man and woman, then they rub skin, you will get there, you kill, then they. But to force them lawyers them, or force them people them, then we'll make sure say they really keep to that standard. And I make plenty time, anytime then thing and they can force them all. You will see, in fact, before they come on and do self, then go don't find reason for resign. Then go don't find reason for excuse themselves and the power. But look what in Momoja Stephen try for do. It don't hurt the lady, and at the same time, it want for cover and power, continue within job where you're not deserving of, and then punish the lady and try for lays with a fellow judge. But I'm really glad the Chief Justice intervened. And I know say the Chief Justice not perfect, but this one, the Momo Judge Stephen one, I go say get and bang on. So my brothers and sisters, now that message that I go left for now, but like quickly, before I wrap up, like quickly read, I just short read about the Chinese language where the minister they said and they look into for like they begin learn at school. So I'll just quickly read that for now. And then I go end the program. So according to this, it says Sierra Leone government to start teaching Chinese language in schools. Sierra Leone's Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary School, Conrad Saki, on Tuesday announced plans to integrate Chinese language learning into the public school curriculum. In an interview with Zihun, Saki noted that this decision followed a productive meeting with representatives of the Confucius Institute, which has been instrumental in providing Chinese language education in Sierra Leone for over 13 years. He recalled that during a recent meeting, he emphasized the growing importance of equipping students with essential language skills that align with global opportunity. Again, I don't make it clear previously, saying not to any bad thing. It's all about priority. But I'm glad again we sister sort of make it clear, say yes, instead of agree, say first time they do that. And it go nice for let them continue for do that. Let them teach the local languages them that our country, because to me, it go help for minimize the tension of our country because it's all about APC SLPP. We unfortunately, again, there as Saki always they say, where they talk about APC and SLPP, it not necessarily means say I get any issue against the supporters. They are big. That's not to me intention at all. I respect on our choices. Yes, a constitutional right for be a member of any political party where you choose. So no question about that. I just want to make it very clear, saying while you did do that, the country not for suffer. So not just that appeal they no get. Say dear, let the country not suffer because of you decide for be loyal to APC or loyal to SLPP. We, yes, na constitutional right for belong, but when you compare the party to the country, I don't feel say if on near comparison. But again, I will give now that and say now you constitutional right. So my brothers and sisters, let's just quickly finish the read now. So he continued for say, the minister's call to action came after many private schools successfully introduced Chinese language studies into curricula. He stressed that efforts must now focus on ensuring that public school students also reap the benefits of this valuable educational opportunity. Every child in our nation, regardless of their school setting, should have access to the advantages that come with learning Chinese, he said, advocating for inclusivity in educational trends. To coordinate this ambitious project, Saki announced plans for a strategic meeting in the first week of November. So this time, the gathering will include key stakeholders such as the Teachers Union, representatives from the Ministry of Education, and officials from the Confucius Institute. Together, they will work to formulate a comprehensive strategy aimed at making Chinese language education more accessible nationwide. Again, this gets another dimension to it. I'll just conclude the read. Saki also pointed to tangible outcomes from existing Chinese language programs, noting a recent triumph by a pupil from Froabe College Primary School. Earlier this year, the student excelled in the National Chinese Language Competition and went on to represent Sierra Leone at the prestigious World Finals in Beijing. This achievement not only highlights the potential of our students, but also serves as an inspiration for all young learners, Saki said, adding that with the right support, Sierra Leone's youth can compete on a global stage. All right. Now, it's all good. This way we don't eat. But as I know, sometimes I can like for put a little bit of caveat, because me not the kind somebody way I can like for go deep into analysis. Like certain things then the way I can look into and say, well, how we address particular thing here and there and whatnot. So if you look at the global perspective, a good thing. But China, very strategically, they do this for benefit them. Then let we look at waiting be happen during the slavery or the slave trade. Then bring religion, then bring the language and all that. And even though to some extent, based on within our rights, the language that they try for prevent black people and for understand the language. And I don't know how to it be because we people get different version, saying that make the blacks them come up with this sort of broken English when a pidgin, because they don't deliberately for talk backwards. So the masters they're not gonna say they can understand within they say. But when we look at this now, waiting else then go don't give us a concession to this institution and stuff. So one thing where we can always, until now, we dey make mistake doing so. Yes, language very important because now means of communication, but given technology, so why Salone now go push whether not China or America or wherever, now go push for we try for attract them for help with some of them technologies. And let's say, for example, this AI, we now like run race. Why we not dedicate picking them? Why another year say, you know what, like certain cause them, like even that practical, therefore kind of improve upon them and stuff, and reduce this cram and pass kind of mentality will begin and take now. And that kind of education system leading us alone, where people in picking and they read, cram almost the entire textbook, and then go vomit them class. Exam verbatim, and then they get all A's. Say, wow, he or she is brilliant. But guess what? That's also learning that day. For go reproduce what you read in a textbook without understanding the application of it. No. And at that we don't they do year over year since we own days them. Just fortunate for we don't come to them place here, we see them differently. We they do applied. But we now, and teacher in fact go beat you if you write anything outside of a note. Say strictly, and the note we give you, are they the exam now they do exam questions. So if you write anything, whether it correct or wrong, was it not be part of a note, it not go pass you. Now then thing and they me feel say them for they spend more time on. How we go both for collaborate in a way that we picking them go do apprenticeship, then go able to do that exchange program where then go able can learn some technology, some things them. But instead language, where you can able for learn language on your own. So again, to me, yes, there's advantage to it, but I think it's not to the priority this for now. The priority for B, how we they able for prepare we picking them for compete. Because guess what, my brothers and sisters? The Russia man, like look at Russian president. They speak English, but we come to America and Russia they talk. And then translate. Look at the French. The French president, they speak English very well, but they talk their language. So the Germans and stuff. So why the North say, okay, well, as a matter of fact, German are considered international language. So like other like Arabic, like other languages, them not considered international language. But they do them as a strategic thing, move. And then poor country like yeah. So guess what? We they fall for it. And that's the distract we for like we prepare or picking them. But look, technology don't so advance that in the other African countries them, then they nurture inventors them. Like I be kind of they read a show actually. I be watch the show, but I read on it again now on newspaper. We about one Zambian. One guy from Zimbabwe. We the show it even event a taxi like plane where they use as taxi. He able to get access to the president. And I don't know how far I don't go with that invention day. So this in Africa. So Salone, you get brilliant picking them. Why they're not able for invest in the technical and vocational training in day? For like look where we so-called engineers them from FBC and stuff. Yet to get them, they graduate from FBC. But because the same thing, lack of practical knowledge, we go depend on foreigners them for fix we roads, for fix we infrastructure. And yet you get them with big degree, say oh me na engineer, so. But instead we call himself engineer, it is scared for practice. because you know very well say the practical, you know, sabi much at all. I just cram for pass exam till you end up forgetting degree. And then kind areas then we need for focus. And then kind thing and they una for make sure say they na the curricula. And say picking them for learn science or then for do, you know, something no more way go stimulate them. Una invest in the labs them. Not to just say, oh, now the textbook this, and they write everything theoretically, and you cram them, and when they ask you, you go then you wake past sleep say because you don't cram them, you go recite them word for word, and then the people that we don't know the uselessness of that kind style of education. All this mobile TT get sense, they brilliant. My goodness, if you see how they read. Like the book then I hate, the entire textbook then I hate. Who say they go with that? And in fact, where you kind of engage themselves for explain all that memorization they not sabi, because it not take time for even understand the concept. A cram no my cram, word for word. You make way a member with the tender who they go school. Say where somebody don't cram, where they ready for writing, where you hamburger small they forget. So enough for hamburger more. Now the kind of education that we take now, we get in a salon, we for don't go way past that. So as much as yes, it go nice, but I feel say we get to that thing then we may go consider pressing. We for able introduce now the school system, we go benefit to picking them. And especially this time we they compare them na kind of competition and deeper. Who that they bribe more for them picking get passing marks and then go na the so-called prestigious schools. With plenty of them schools then they not so we time them force them, but then full of them picking their way they're not deserving of day at all. So and then they continue for reduce the educational standard in the country. So I go tap here and I for say boku thank you to una all we don't patient enough for join we, and I know say yes, my brother George Walker don't later join, and thank you so much, brother George. And now the program I will close the program with some happiness. I see me brother brother George. Thank you. But you know, they're under any pressure for always they watch the program, or I just, you know, use for way they help me for welcome people them na the, you know, na the platform and all that. So thank you so much for that. And I hope all is well, because I know say we on time don't go bien. And to una now Freetown, we get about 5 hour difference now. So previously na 1 o'clock, now na 2 o'clock. We dey start the program from una end. So again, no, now na 1 o'clock. Previously na be midnight, because we na be 4 hours. We start 8, so na midnight. But now we don't push up, so na 1 o'clock, and that's na late time for weekday. But for the fact, say I still see plenty people enjoying the program this late. I truly appreciate that, and I really want for commend una, and as always for say boku thank you to una all we join this program and make the way how we be, and the interaction. Yes, we don't receive any calls, but the interaction online, because I see boku comments them, and I want for truly appreciate una. Well, I attempt for read some comments them very quickly, because I see boku people that don't join, but I really want for acknowledge them people there. So the one that we just join, I want for say boku thank you. And let us start with the new folks them. So dear my brothers and sisters them, who now will be first join. I know say I don't read almost all una comments them. Yes, una get additional comments them, but given that we try for wrap up, una forgive me, but let we give preference to the new people away. Sister Cecilia, thank you so much for where you joined. He said, but Abdul, don't you think poverty is the root of all these evils that are happening in Sierra Leone? We need to address the root cause, otherwise we'll be going in circles. Well, again, I will say yes and no. Yes, in the sense that where people are desperate, they can do things them way maybe they will regret. But the no part, first time way are the reference. So not everybody be rich, not everybody be well to do. But what thing be happen is that way where people can talk, but them poor but them proud. I don't forget how they can see and Creole. First time, even if people do not get that moral aspect, they can still maintain them. They can still get moral standard. And that make the area like the holiday, you go see the people and we able afford, would I go wrap something and then know the people and where they struggle. Say, go give this person. We all parents then do that. We holiday time or sometimes just cut out number say, okay, you don't even know what's in there. Then go just say, okay, and go for this person. And if not food, then say, okay, well, carry food for them, or if not like 6 cup rice or whatever amount of rice with some half in them, we parents then go say, okay, well, go give so neighbor. The area be no. But then neighbors then they believe me, my brother or sister, my sister. Then neighbors then they during that 10 and day, you still no go hear them for anything immoral. Then pikin then go hear say the pikin that don't go thief or something. And what thing they can do, then go help other people them. And now that way they then can survive. And some then can kind of they go help for either a book or something like that. But then go do something. They're not go this way where we picking and they go now and say, you know what, they don't want to work hard and then go into robbery and thief people them and racket and all that stuff then they. So that's not the no part. The standard be still high, regardless of people them they living, their struggles, financial struggles. So to me, I don't think say yes. We always say poverty not good, clearly not good, but sometimes in the I strongly, well, I don't know if not the religious conviction, but I strongly believe say where God, like gentle in God, because some person they work so hard, but still misfortune over misfortune, and they still able to make up, and they still struggle. Where some other person you go even see like say a reckless in terms of in spending, but yet they make up. How will they spend now so God they get back? So again, that thing they are not completely believe but time don't bet we. I want for tap and but I want for say boku thank you again to una all. Unfortunately, I'm not going to read all the comments then because them plenty. But I don't mean say I'm not going to read them way after the program. I will definitely read them after the program. And Cecilia say, I wish I had your number. I'll have called. Well, again, the number we can show them. And sorry that I did read you comment late. But clearly, now the comment section safe. We tag the number. So, but next time, and if you get any question or whatever, you need clarification, just put it in the comment section. And normally after the program, I can go back and read all the comments them, and the one them we ask direct question, I can reply to them comments then they. So I want to say boku thank you to una all, and we una all join me for let we talk about the moral issue in our country there, because morality it mean a lot. That they make somebody think about the next person as a human instead of as enemy or as lower animal or something. Let God bless una with una family. Let God bless the VOS presenters them and all the extended family members. Let God bless we all. And above all, that country where we all cherish and they wish for like it be the country we will continue for proud of. Let God bless that country there. And the politicians, then let God direct them on the right path. And as I can always say, we don't need for the swear them. If we swear them a cage, guess what? The country will even go backwards because the country will suffer more. Then people and they, again, whether they suffer or not, to me, it don't make any difference. I don't want for like additional people and suffer. So let we pray, let God direct them on the right path. Until next Thursday, I will encourage you now for now tuning on Saturday with another episode of Salone Issues, where Sister Matilda will be the presenter. And then on Sunday, Mr. Shilon lawyer Shilon Oge for day, but engineer Mengot, Mr. Victor Mengot, go there and again for talk about the road safety when another important issue, particularly where the holiday they come close and Boku people and they die by accident, from accident where supposed for be accident at all, if for be preventable. So it go talk about all that. And for me, I go sooner by God's grace next Thursday, if God give me the life. And until then, I'll for say pleasant evening to una all. Let God bless una again. And me na Abdul Karim Kagbo, they say, Unatata. God bless.